The Quran is a book of truth, and Islam is God's religion. However, Islamic instruction is deception. Just like Christianity, Christianity is pure deception. Anyone that opens the Bible and reads it can clearly see that there's some serious problems with Christianity. And anyone that opens the Quran and reads it will find that there is serious problems with Islamic instruction. The leaders of Islam aren't there to assist you in finding God. The path to God is through oneself. As you see at Quran 3.24, I'll just read the highlighted parts. What they have forged deceives them in the manner of their religion. That is exactly what's going on. Now, before I can explain anything, I do need to explain a few things to you through the Quran. One being, I'm going to take it at a Quran 3.3, and I'm going to read the highlighted parts. Revealed to you the book with truth. Tavrat and the Injil, guidance for the people, Quran. Okay, the Tavrat, and you see it's Torah. Well, what they're saying there is the Torah. The Torah is the Old Testament of the Bible. If you read a King James version of the Old Testament and you read the Torah, you'll see that they're saying the same story, almost the same thing, but they're telling it from a different perspective in the two books. So you'll read about the same things and it fills in the details. The two books would just slide in together like a puzzle piece. So that's what that is. The Tavrat is the Torah, and that is the Old Testament of the Bible. Now the Injil is the 4 books of the New Testament. That's Jesus's teachings. So what the Quran is telling you is that, again, I'm going to go through Quran 3:3. He has revealed to you the book with truth, verifying that which is before it. And he revealed the Tavrat and the Injil. Okay, so what the Quran is saying is that the Bible is real. And the Bible goes right along with the Quran. The next thing that you need to know about are add-ins. And this is Proverbs 30, number 6. I'm going to read the whole thing. Add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. So it's adding on to the words, and that's what they do, is they add on to scriptures. You'll see it. This is the 19th book of the Quran. It's called Maryam. And this is verse number 36. So it's the 36th ayat or scripture that's in the 19th book. And it says, Jesus said, and indeed Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so worship him. That is a straight path. Now, with that, inside the parentheses is an interpretation. That's called an add-in. God's scripture itself will read out just like the rest, and indeed Allah is my Lord. But here's the actual Quran, and I'm going to show you how it reads. This is 1936. And surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord. Therefore, serve him. This is the right path. There's nothing about Jesus said. That's an interpretation that's added into there. You need to be aware of add-ins. Add-ins in the Quran are huge. Every version of the Quran that I basically have seen have a great deal of add-ins in it. Just as the same with the different versions of the Bible. The King James, there's a lot less than most. But if you look at a Freemason Bible, you have like 2 interpretations in the whole book. As opposed to if you open up a Benny Hinn Bible, it's all interpretations. They give you brief fragments of scriptures and then just interpretations, complete add-ins. Well, what happens to these people? Well, these people that lie, they get punished and go to hell. But you do have to keep in mind, the jinn are fire, and they are our enemies. They want to deceive us. The path to God is through oneself. In these ayahs here, you see what it says. It says that the religion is divided their religion, a sect. Well, a sect of a religion is someone that practices that religion but does it in a different manner than the general. And that's exactly what I am. That's what you need to be as well. What I am, according to the Quran, you'd see it here, is a follower of the book. Okay, the follower of the book sees differences in Islamic instruction, and that's what I'm going to go through in detail through the rest of this video. Okay, so the Quran reveals that the Bible is real. Everything in there is real. And what I'm going to go through now is the comparisons of Isa and Isaac. Isa, I-S-A, and Isaac, I-S-A-A-C. In Islamic instruction, they are telling us that Jesus is Isa, but Jesus is not Isa. Isa is Isaac of the Bible. Their stories are identical. The first thing to know is that Jesus was born of a Virgin Mary, and Isa was born of a barren woman. She was called Miriam, and there's a reason for that. You need to know the names have meaning in the Bible. Names are often terms for people. God has many names throughout the Bible, and many entities within the Bible have many names. And there's also terms for people in the Bible. And here's an example. This is going to start with the word Mary. Well, Mary is in Arabic, Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. The meaning goes for all these different things: bitter, beloved, rebellious, wished for child. And if you look it up in the ancient Latin and Greek, you'll find that it's God's gift child. A gift child, that's what Mary stands for. Okay? It doesn't matter if she's a virgin or if she's an old barren woman. Now, on to this next one is Zechariah. And the meaning of Zechariah, if you take it through those same ancient cultures, meaning God has remembered, God has answered the prayer. So Mary, meaning gift child, Zechariah, meaning God remembered and answered the prayer. Going on to the King James Bible, this is Genesis 17:17. God told Abraham that he would be having a child. And I'm going to read the scripture. Then Abraham fell on his face and laughed and said in his heart, shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old? And shall Sarah, that is 90 years old, bear? This here is the Quran. The Quran ayah that I want you to read is in the middle, and that is 3.40. He said, my Lord, when shall there be a son born to me? And old age has already come upon me, and my wife is barren. He said, even thus does Allah what he pleases. So if you read through the stories, you see that they are both the same, as well as just the same as if you read the Bible King James Version and then opened up the actual Torah. You'd be reading the same story. It fits together the same way. All God's books fit together like puzzle pieces. Next, look at Quran 3.45. When the angel said, O Miriam, surely Allah gives you good news with a word from him whose name is the Messiah. Isis, son of Maryam. Well, they're saying Messiah, that connects. This is what Islamic instructors say. The Messiah is the word that connects to Jesus. Jesus is the Messiah. Well, what does the word Messiah mean? It means king over a nation, Jewish king over a nation. If you look it up. So Jewish king over a nation. And if you look at Isaac, that's the family tree line, Isaac came in and Sarah was granted a child by God. That child comes forth and it's Isaac. And Isaac becomes the leader of a nation. And this is the children of Israel's nation. And if you look to the other side, the Jewish nation is the Ismailites, as I explained that before in the Freemason video. So this is the Edomites, and this nation is the children of Israel, although Isaac is a Jewish seed that's within it. So Isaac is a Messiah over the Edomites by the Jewish term. It was a Jewish leader, and although it is the children of Israel, he is a Messiah over that nation. Just like Jesus is the Messiah over the Jews. Jesus is the God of the Jews. He is the Christ of the God of the Jews. And also, there are many things that in Islam are very twisted, and I'll get through each one of them in detail. Islamic teachings twist the truth to deceive the people and lead them down the wrong path. As an Islamic instructor, the first thing that you should do is say, hey, yes, you need both the Bible and the Quran for true understanding. We are required by God's law to read the Torah, to read the Old Testament of the Bible. We are required by God's law to read the Quran. But you see, the people that follow Islam don't even read the Quran. In fact, the instructors of Islam mostly discourage it. They say, oh, reading, that's not the faithful way to do it. You need to just listen. No, you need to read. You need to seek God on your own.